Boys, are you ready for a quarterfinal?
T-side start on Anubis, not the worst place to be here for Vitality despite their struggles. Bound to be an uphill battle come that second half. Team Spirit with a lot of utility. Slow and steady, but you can see where Vitality are ending just based on that mini-map. Spirit right now don't have the read. Great util from Spirit, but Vitality have to go.
They're coming right through. There's an opener. Flames the guy to get it going, and that will be a bomb plant for Vitality. Instantly, you're on the back foot if you're Team Spirit. Out of position, rotating in, a man down for this retake. Now, Dong's been hiding out here the whole damn time, but Flames has not taken his eyes off this position. Still, Dong finds the first. No follow-up yet for Vitality, as right now Spirit sweep the board. Finally, Rob's going to claw one back. Down here into Dark, Saiwu quelled, and that is one hell of a turnaround, Team Spirit.
Quiet in anticipation.
Saiwu's going right through that. No respect paid to Zontix's smoke. And in comes the hit. Again, it was the opener for Vitality. So another retake being demanded of from Team Spirit. Donk leads the charge. He's got Tanier in alongside him. Trades go even this time around, but there's a follow-up from Shiro, and Mezzi's living on borrowed time. I would say outweighed by the booze for Team Spirit. You get a couple of rounds like that where you're on the back foot and you still find success, and that is just going to dial you in. So a chance now to dine on these pistols, a chance at a 3-0 lead for Team Spirit. You're never going to get them for free up against Vitality. These D-balls get a lot of ground out towards mid.
Careful.
Just can't jump the gun here. 3-on-3, Vitality is pretty split up as far as it goes. Mezzi lurking out towards this B-bomb site. Bomb floating around the water. You have these two players trying to roam and search. But you're not going to get any more of these freebies on smoke pushes.
Spirit getting curious in the mid-round. Push here with all three together. That leaves a lot of timings open, but timings that haven't been taken. Vitality getting grouped as well. As he work, looking well timed, but Donk never far away. Looking over his shoulder still. 35 seconds as Vitality try to split this bomb site.
Oh my goodness, that's a Mezzi dig. If ever I haven't seen one, he's caught Donk. Zontix now really feeling the pressure as they clamp down on him. And so a lot being asked of here, right as Tania rounds the corner, he gets iced out.
Getting their ducks in a row now, 1 minute on the clock, executes Levy.
I mean, you just kind of think for Spirit fans watching around the world, the question isn't really around Donk, it's around what version do you get of the other four, the rest of this team. And they will get put through their paces here.
Faked out.
Stack over towards B, but that bomb making its move now into main. Apex getting a lot of info from this position down in Dark, but they've sacrificed quite a few players for this, so gotta get a move on the A side of the map. Being diligent in clearing everything, but the fake has worked wonders. They're a man down with a bomb plant. Vitality, they'll put Spirit on the clock.
Yeah, no kit as well, this could be a problem, but we got Donk and Zontix armed coming in together in this CT side. Deep position for Robs, but giving up fights early is exactly what Spirit wants, so this has to be profitable. Great flash, no move off the back of it. Second one, Robs looks to activate, and we got players who made it past him. Another gun grabbed. It's getting messy in this 2v4.
Getting messy in this 2v4 because he's on for a tear, and there's the save.
Yet to see any threat in the water from Spirit in this game. Vitality getting full control. That's the first attempt. Denied. So has his captain's back.
Good thing he did. I think that would have been a very frustrating death for Apex.
They're side by side for a couple more years at least. Should be no world here. Flash comes through. But we got numbers for Vitality shredding through Team Spirit.
Just been a stat pad round for ZywOo, really.
I love how cautious they are, right? Sure, they're waiting for the bomb. There is no hurry to finish this round for Vitality. Check the scoreboard, you see Donk's alive. You know you've got to be careful. Bomb down. Flames, he can begin the hunt here.
ZywOo's on for the ace. Not gonna stonk.
More than a man at times. Aggression made. Spirit, this is well timed. They could have been left out of position entirely. Now Magic's moving in. Just freed up rotations. Donk hears them down in connector. The picture's building here for Team Spirit.
Oh, there's a lineup! Donk good for a double. So going to keep Spirit well and truly in the question. Swing out for Apex gets punished. That's two players facing him. No util here to cut off this sightline, and there's that Magic's flank arriving. Rob's just too far removed, really, down there towards water.
We won't wait forever. Aggression, now we've been waiting for this water take here for Spirit, but Robs has called onto it. Donk still denies a double. How does he do it? Spirit out of there. I have no idea how Donk picks them both up.
Well, Donk's really coming to his own across these last few rounds. This is where Vitality would have loved to have their point man getting involved. ZywOo on this AWP trying to force a fight, but it takes Flames to play for the trade. I mean, already Vitality just down to these two players, Mezzy and Flames, not together in this endeavor either. This is a round you might start weighing up if you even want to attempt.
Spirit aren't scared. Look at them go again, re-aggressing in middle. A dangerous move, but one that could catch good timings. Flames has just crossed by. As Tanir gets off the line, but Flames hits his headshot first.
Well, if they were playing the numbers game, that one kill, suddenly you're pretty interested in this.
They're boosting up and Donk doesn't know. He's going to flank stairs. His bomb is in the open.
That's what he needs to find the timing on. That's Donk's whole round. If he can catch Flames, stop the bomb, round's done, but Flames has gotten away from him. Now Mezzy arrives from that boost. A site secured. Spirit are crossing their fingers, hoping that this backstab from Donk can provide the salvation. Can deal with this round before it becomes a problem. There's smoke in his way. Magic's on for the first. They've lost track of Mezzy in amidst this. Now Donk arrives on this wrap round. All round you've been waiting for Donk to play his hand. But Mezzy's pieced it together. Util gives up the aim of the game. Mezzy's got a bomb to play with. The last thing you expect from Donk is that he just sits. This is a player you always think backs his aim.
And that can't stop in this round. Vitality are approaching him. Head-on collision with four players.
Just looking for brute force here on this B hit. Ooh, great trade for Apex, sure. No. He has to play through his own Molotov. He ends up dying and it looks a little bit foolish, but you uproot that one player in the bomb site and that is going to let ZywOo get this bomb down.
Double nade.
Apex too late. Willing to give up his life for the good of the team, for the good of the round at play. And look at who you've left in this clutch. You couldn't think of two better Vitality players in this 2v2. It was this duo that at the rise of Vitality took the world by storm. Does Spirit have anything to play for here? Smoke lobbed in, smoke for the bomb, but ZywOo plays ahead. Big damage dealt on his Ontix. And so low on health, so low on time. He knows there's no...
All these nades shown, all these presents, and so Spirit are likely having rotated into this bomb site. Spirit making the aggressive play in water at the same time. Tamir's going to get an early warning system, the canary in the coal mine.
Oh, and that canary's singing. You lose him out towards A, and the map feels like it goes dark all of a sudden. Might be feeling a pressure to make a bit of a move on this other side of the map. The Vitality is still coming towards the stack.
And
still destined to play through to it, and time low. A couple of kills for Spirit would make a world of difference still. Looking in towards the stack. Apex at the front, but he's showing time and time again, this util just doesn't phase him, doesn't scare him, plays right through it.
Shiro was even holding a nade for contact, but he got full flash there on that hit. So it doesn't go into the hands of Vitality. Who've been fine to cancel plans, move around the map, re-establish control later. They give up A main. They offer it to Team Spirit, 40 seconds, wondering if they take it. Spirit have had good stacks in this CT side. This is another one.
Apex getting deja vu on that one, right around the corner, but in comes Donk's Deagle. Needed more than just the one.
And not much time left to waste. 30 seconds and you're throwing a main smoke? Vitality, there is almost no room for error in this site hit.
They played a couple of rounds like this where everything is to go right. Thus far it hasn't been a problem, but what if things now do start going wrong? Magic's dead, but there's layers to this defense, and it's layers that Vitality is struggling to break through. Even as Flames arrives, he's got 15 to put on this bomb.
Put it down, but I don't think he believes it.
Donk and Shiro make their way over. You've got your fire starter and your round closer for Team Spirit. This has to be enough.
Connection for Shiro. Magic surely knows it's too early in the round to make a flank happen. But he's still curious.
I think if your Magic's kind of eyeballing a 30-ish second mark, but gonna take a swing out there.
Not bad.
40 left on the round, goes for the info, gets out with a kill and a boatload of damage onto Mezzi, so he's done his part in the round and then some.
Mid-reclear leaves his site open for business. Vitality clocking in.
And as has often been the case, no respect on these smokes, on this util, they play right through it. Shiro, AWP on the line, second shot comes up short, but the rifles now move in, and ZywOo has no support in this, he is fully alone. Messi's trying to get a move on, but with 10 seconds left, there is no winning this. Got to play through the smoke and hope that something goes right. And it's been these CT halves that have felt so problematic. Oh, a little ugly for ZywOo. Apex is not going to get a lot of respect out here towards mid. Flames even been heard. Here's them scaling out towards mid. Now it's Apex's turn. Just gets one. 4 players pushed up towards Temple, but they go back. And that's keeping a stack over towards B. Rops now uncovers the true intention on this round. He's got 4 guys coming his way. Isolated, put down, bomb plant for Team Spirit as they look for both pistols on Anubis.
Oh, Shiro, great shot here on Apex. That's going to make this impossible for Vitality. No position, no advantage, and bomb planted. Spirit with another pistol. So much confusion in that round. Pushing all the way through middle, going to Temple, pulling back into A through the smoke. Spirit getting wild. On cash, but I think we got our answers yesterday. That's why Spirit banned it out. And in all these head-to-heads, we never really saw Spirit try this new map. Oh dear. Okay. Well, no better time like the present.
Still, you've just seen Spirit have a real tendency to get kind of weird and wild in these moments, right? You hear players down towards water, they instantly play for the space. And so they've got the A-bomb site. Util still to deny a retake in through main. And a decision to make for Vitality. If they get this B kill fast enough, gonna see them look very, very interested. Rob's hunting down this wayward Tanir. Oh, and Zontix needed that. Donk wins his.
Spirit are not scared, I'll say that about these rounds right there. Camera smoke. This Magic sells middle. You know, Vitality really thought it was coming, but that mid-clear, realizing they've been duped. Donk onto Apex. Magix can play late, so Robs again, eyes in the back of his head. The Spirit set up for this sight hit. They've changed their mind. And no better time to change your mind. They even throw Temple Smoke. This is going to keep Vitality rooted in this stack.
Oh, missed timing for Robs, and it couldn't get worse. Again, in Spirit, just trying to remain elusive, being very slippery. Donk, of course, wins his fight on the other end of the map, and so no hold from this solo B player.
Really liking what Magix is calling in this whole game, right? The CT side aggression was really, really nice. It's not, it wasn't just out of spawn, it wasn't just set plays. It was mid-round reading Vitality super well, and he's dodged stacks in this entire half as another round comes down for Spirit. I think he even saw Rops on that jiggle. That's why he went so intently towards him. Magic's putting on a show, and Donk is not missing a beat. I mean, it Flames he had a kit, but that's not a world we live in. Mid-execute comes in. Apex playing for just info right now as Spirit get closer and closer to their objective.
He's got to be feeling nervous when he sees that camera smoke goes in. Knows they haven't had eyes on middle in this entire round, so around this corner it could be any number of Team Spirit players. They come his way. That's a spot on 2.
Good luck, Zaiwu.
But this B site is starting to get very claustrophobic. Mezzi gets rid of 1. Zaiwu getting pincered here. Orb chimes in with the first. Can't flick back in time. Defense falls to Mezzi, and he's not cut out for it. Shiro dead back in the spawn. And a 2v2 retake, but Flames is very wounded.
Yeah, that was a kill that would have won the round straight up. But now Vitality have a question to answer. Can they retake this site?
Zontic's AWP. Not something you get to see a whole lot. But he nails his shot, and Tania there to follow up.
To see the jump in playing a different caliber of Counter-Strike. This guy was kind of, I don't want to call him brainless, but he was just running in first, getting sick entries, sick highlights, multi-kills. He wasn't having to play late rounds against the best teams in the world. And so a lot more demanded of him here in this Spirit jersey, but right now stepping up to the task. Shiro's Orb with an opening kill. Zaiwu felled first. Flames, he picks up that gun. He's going to get flash play here in middle. Timing is nice, but Magix jumps away. Careful, re-swing, dangerous, but Magix with ego extends the advantage here for Team Spirit. That gun in no man's land.
It feels like Vitality have been playing this whole CT side on the back foot. They've been getting outmaneuvered, they've been getting outgunned, frequently losing the openers. That stretches your already diminished resources even thinner in this round. You take a gamble, wrong side of the map. Nothing you can do about this.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to roll the dice, right, in these kind of situations. If it's not aggression, it's a gamble. And Magix calls the winning recipe right into this empty site. Vitality going to go look for guns, for exits.
And look, I think you want to believe that like this isn't a thought process, but I think it has to be if you're Vitality. I think a part of you knew Anubis was going to come up. You knew it's going to be a punish pick for Spirit. And with that comes the idea that this was always standing a very good chance of being a long series. The idea that you'd have to do it in 3. I think the objective is here, just feel like you at least stayed dialed in, had some chances, had some opportunities. Don't go in to your map pick of Nuke.
Just aggressive here, Apex putting his life on the line in middle. Spirit ready to jump on this B site, and Magix is just absolutely fine to take these fights. All right, Zaiwu, it's now or it's never.
Catches Donk. Clash of the Stars. Zaiwu gets him out of the round. Smoke dropped in to try and allow him a reposition. And Spirit now have a decision to make. Do they want to go in to that AWP with mid presence still a factor? You don't have to. Magic's keeping a porch light on, a back door open.
I think Vitality are realizing as well. Re-clearing the map is too quiet. Spirit stay grouped all together.
Seen Flames in a number of awkward fights around this mid window on the CT side. This time hoping a boost can give them a way in. Timing there for Mezzi, but not fast enough to deal with this mid player. Shiro's even beaten the timing on ZywOo. And so he gets out of there.
No
now
way.
backstabbing these two players main side. They will at least get rid of Shiro. Still, the real task laid out in front of them. It's this A-side retake. And a world of uncertainty, because a lot of times passed since Spirit got those openers. They could be anywhere.
Magic's hiding backside, and they just use their nade, so they can't get him out of this position. There's no kit right now on Vitality. The clock is against them. Smoke goes heaven. ZywOo needs to hit this next shot, and so he shall. They're on the bomb, and ZywOo has that cover just in time. Vitality snip the wires.
Let's see if a round like that, a high impact round. Look at him go. Gets his 1-3K of the map on this AWP and instantly trying to force fights.
Just lost Apex on B main push at the same time. Vitality coming in with some aggression.
Just think about how much more timid ZywOo's looked on this AWP. Aggressive to start this round, hanging around in main. Flash doesn't scare him. Maintains his line on this AWP. ZywOo lies in wait, and right round the corner, Zontix not gonna get past him, but they will secure that opening on a Robs.
That's Donk, baby. Unforgiving as the entry comes in. I don't think Vitality expects Spirit just to recommit here on this site here, but they look very tempted, don't they? Flames in lacrosse, but smoked off. That nade could find Donk. Just falls short. 4 health the difference, and will that make the difference as Spirit come in?
Flames certainly feeling pressure because ZywOo's trapped behind this smoke in the camera. Flash in, he plays right through.
Across.
ZywOo's gone. Won't have a chance to play here. It's gotta be Flames or it's bust. There's 2 from him. Scared about middle, but Mezzi confirms it's clear. Don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. Just gotta fight these 2 in front of you. All in that sight. But Magix does not feel safe to plant, not yet, not with Flames running amok in the heavens, and this smoke puts you on a timer. That now fades. Angles open to Flames, swings out, Mezzi, a clutch demanded. Knows the whereabouts of this last man. Can Tanir find map point for Spirit? Calls the bluff on this bomb plant. Molly makes him hot under the collar. And there's Mezzi with the swing. ZywOo kind of the perfect Counter-Strike player, the guy with phenomenal reads, always seems to make the right move. Donk the kind of guy who knows what the right move is, but he would rather go for the least expected, the least anticipated, like a push through the molly looking for an opener. He won't get it though. 1-for-1 trade, and now into the ZywOo AWP. Can he do any more? He has support arrive in the form of Apex. Right now trying to play for time. And as ZywOo just buys you more and more seconds, more and more players arrive to deal with this A-hit. This make or break round for Spirit goes nowhere unless Shiro, with 10 seconds left. But that ain't happening anytime soon.
Oh, ZywOo's hungry for more, is he? Careful, don't put the AWP on the line here. Shiro could go for a risky punish. They're gonna run in knife out, careful! Block comes in, well timed. And the second player, Vitality get a position. Execute from Spirit, but only 2 strong here.
Robs and Flames hold the line. ZywOo, rare swing and a miss. Certainly come online with this AWP, but it has allowed Team Spirit in with the bomb.
Not bad. Take a plant.
Bomb has been planted.
That smoke, not as much of a problem as usual. There's 2 nades to try and blow this open.
Wait.
Tanir hoping to take the space back, and he's got Shiro here alongside him. They want to stop this spillover through the smoke. Line up there. ZywOo says no. Brings it down to a clutch. Brings it down to the 1v1. And in Paris, it's ZywOo to try and keep the good times rolling in for Vitality. 1 round away from tying this up.
Or is this really happening? What a reassuring return to form for ZywOo, and he is not done here in this quarterfinal. Life on the line in pursuit of a man advantage. Flames, he'll get that fight. He saw the leg, easy kill. Those fights are Magic's once won, no longer. And even with the missed shot, Vitality don't get punished. They get to get out of there.
Even just the type of plays that the Vitality are making, you know, they weren't doing this rounds ago. They were a lot more fearful, a lot more timid. You can see how that confidence has started to surge. Ooh. Opener now for Donk, who has been getting bested in a lot of these entry attempts as of late.
Careful.
That's got to reignite some faith. Advantage taken. Two low players here, and Apex caught with nades out. Flames, backstab gets denied.
Tanir and Donk, this terrifying twosome, have dragged Spirit back on the board for one more round. ZywOo, you don't have the money to go for this one. You may be rich, your team are certainly not. Tanir's double entry, him and Donk have been the fire starters on this T side, winning out Spirit's most important gun rounds, forcing a 12. ZywOo, I know you're considering it, but this is a high-risk play.
Spirit hear the booing, and
Tanir's not biting.
I think that's a save. ZywOo's still hanging around, but time too far gone, and Tanir close by, main side. No chance for ZywOo.
Yeah, it's the right play. I mean, it's such an unlikely round win here in that 1v4. You need the money. Play for your team. Too strong and B. Apex and Mezzy. ZywOo's all boosted up and over that A-main smoke, but it's Spirit who don't respect the mid-utility this time. They just go storming right through. 4 players in. They're still going into ZywOo. Flames can buy a few seconds here. But ZywOo patiently waits for that molly to fade. Which side does he prioritize? Zontic's legged and he can't finish the kill. Zontic runs away and so does Spirit into the site.
You know you've hit the timing. You know you've found the window. Spirit looking to end this one here and now. Zontic's very, very late. Will get cleaned up. Spotted earlier on, and so it's handed off to Tanir and Magix. But these have been, outside of Donk, your 2 heavy hitters. Tanir's had some massive impact here for Team Spirit. And so a guy that was brandished a problem now is to try and see them through another impossible round. You've got spots on 2 of the 4 players here. An idea as to where this is coming from. Tanir! Magic happening, doesn't know about Mezzy as the last man.
Aggression on this B side. Tanir has a gap on this cross. Nades on his position. Vitality coming to punish. They've sent it as well. Tanir doesn't know. They are right beside him.
You'd love to get rid of Tanir. He's had a lot of influence in this game, and it's not done yet.
How does he do it?
That's Tanir up against the full might of Vitality. They've got every advantage. They've got the drop on him, or so you think. Tanir turns what was meant to be the overtime deciding kill into maybe the map winning double. Because now the resources are stretched thin, the whole map is dark, Vitality no closer to knowing where this one ends up.
Vitality are left to the big 3, but they're all split. 1-1-1. Each player tasked with something massive. Flames alone in the open, no nades to stop this, and if ZywOo hangs around in middle, he will be left out of the play with an AWP. Spirit are getting closer and closer to taking their map pick here on Anubis.
They're going to lean into a gamble. They bring ZywOo over. Damaged as soon as he turns his head out through the temple. ZywOo not cut out for it, and now you've got a very quiet Rops throwing into a 1-on-3. Have not had to say his name all too much in this opening map. Spirit knocking on the door of a win at the start of this quarterfinal, a recovery from the Vitality comeback. And a shaky Rops plays it forward, plays it in, there's the first. 1 man unaccounted for, and that's all it takes. Team Spirit breathe a little easier. They stave off that comeback. Vitality on one side, Spirit on the other, as they try and fight for a spot in the semis. And we might have something pacey right out of the gate. Because Vitality waiting back in the lobby, the smoke down. They're getting ready to go. Molly comes in, and that should signal the push. In they go. Vitality with an opener. Space getting taken. A-site starting to crumble. Lack of reps here for Spirit. And it cleans.
Could get bloody down on B.
Yeah, you're starting to get a little bit worried, right? The presence of this Tanier auto shotty.
No Kevlar, so Mac-10 should rip him to shreds if he doesn't get insta one-shot.
Zontic's nade ready to help him out, though, so even a bit of damage from Tanier is going to go a long way. How many shots does he get to fire? Nade ahead of the play. Tanier good for one. Oh, swing and a miss for Zaiwu.
Careful. Honestly, fair to pull back in this position, but they've got 30 seconds. The plan's been abandoned. Vitality just have to mid-round it into a heavy setup on this top site. Rob's a massive kill, but Doc is still here, still ready to fight back. Kick up a fuss, damage done. Zontics can't finish what he started, but Shiro can.
This is far from comfortable for Vitality, right? You're scrambling to get a bomb down. Robs is trying to cover at 2 HP. A lot of ways this could get dicey. A lot of ways it could go wrong unless Mezzi comes through with that. Now you'd like to think it's a safer round. Zontics will catch him. Can you read the Mezzi reposition? This guy's been ice. To make this CT side easy for you, that is for certain. There's going to be some trickery. There's going to be some fakes. They're going to try and pull you around the map and make you feel very uncomfortable. And you'd like to think no issues here. Apex was meant to get that second kill, but the bomb's walking out through the hut. Right as Spirit move in lobby side. Now hear these footsteps. The lead's got a fast flank ready to get active. You don't know about this second player in the lobby. Robs went back to check for it, but Magic's on a forward timing. Pressure still on. Donk now arrives, heaven side. Mezzi keeps eyes on. He got a whiff of Donk playing through that smoke. Knows better than to just commit to the bomb plant till his teammates.
The Vitality get onto their gun rounds now. Spirit with an AWP in the hut, and Flames has seen this. It just gets, no way you're going to squeeze this. Just take the kill, man.
Seeing what else he can get. Oh. Didn't want anyone else to die for that, but still rewarded for the discipline. Just throws all the timings off on that A-hold in this first rifle round for Spirit. Starts with a disaster.
I would love to hear the comms of that round for Vitality. Flames like, I've got one, get ready, get ready, get ready. Let him get way too close.
Now with that save, Spirit still have guns to work with here, so not out of the woods yet if you're Vitality. Trying to charge down Donk out in the yard. Lets him get involved early. Even cognizant of that boost, think he caught a bit of an eyeball of it earlier, so very aware the tricks Vitality might look to employ to get rid of him.
They can kind of confidently call their knockdown secret as well, so I'm still looking for fights outside. Zontics is dispatched for B, Shiro on rotation. Vitality tempted an upper again. Got nades on the roof for Mezzi. Not many of them. Ops really trying to force a kill. Nothing getting handed. And with this control, Vitality go astray outside. Donk backed up, waiting. Punishes a second. No, surely not. A third for Donk from this given position. 30 seconds now for Vitality to do the impossible. They've got to go get that bomb. Zaiwu loses outside control, and it might just be an elongated save here for Team Vitality.
Yeah, the Tanier game we got to see on Anubis. Donk's had a number of strong starts. As we get things going here on Nuke, it's got to be team-wide. Because Donk might have been given fights in that last round. I think Vitality have learned from that mistake. No longer wanting to pressure him out in the yard. They throw down this wall of smokes to try and bring themselves into the garage.
Oh, he hears that though. Donk looking for his prey.
Can't afford to be lax in the trades here, right? If you give Donk 2 1v1s, that's a recipe for disaster.
Shiro's ready to assist as well, but this pressure outside, Vitality know it goes both ways, so they've actually taken space elsewhere. Shiro tries to cover Donk, they walk out right below him. Pops a kill on ramp to make matters worse, but there is that 1v1 that Donk gets given over. It's Mezzi they've got to worry about, and he needs to get going. Shiro walks in, only damage, unconverted. Donk does die, and Garage follows up. Mezzi gets given room up the ladder, and last position, no, but they're gonna fight together.
Push to the end of their tether, right? Money on the line. A chance just to begin that streak anew. Break on the smoke, but it's nothing for Shiro. Misses that shot, brought down low. Nade gonna find him. Good util there to punish the orb out in the yard, and they don't hang about, do they? Quick to react. They try and play into this top site split. Things pan out initially. ZywOo and Mezzi in with kills. Tanier can't change that. And Zontic's left in a tricky 1v2. Begins his rotation. Doesn't look to commit to a fight up through heaven. Money is on the line. He's going to hang around here, see if anything gets given up. Any type of a tell. Any player a little too far off their mark, and suddenly the clutch is on. Vitality have an ace up their sleeve, a trick in their pocket. Mezzi still alive here. Get on that swing, it's Apex.
With that smoke, they're making life uncomfortable for Shiro in this T side. It's going to get worse. Pace behind this top side, just charging out the door. One man holds on, the rest go down the vent. And so chaos ensues all over the map. Spirit can't get a grip on this eco round.
Certainly seeing some of the ring rust for Spirit, as they have largely been at the beck and call of Vitality on this CT side. That's a great shot for Shiro. But he's going to need 3 more just like that. Backstab closing in. You're telling yourselves it's only a matter of time till ZywOo removes this threat. Again, a little shaky for ZywOo ramp side, and suddenly you really need this kill to come in. Feels like he's got to pull the util, but Shiro's gotten away from it. Rops watches this bomb. Oh, you really need ZywOo, but he just misses the opportunity. Rops has the clutch, leaves it to chance. Time's on his side, and there's no winning this for Shiro.
Oh God, it's terrifying. Every one of these rounds coming down to wire. Here they go.
Nuke CT, just such a punishing map if anyone feels uncomfortable. Apex towing an awkward line out in the yard as he gets sandwiched. Zontic's gonna hold on to the ramp room. Gives up the space, sure, but in a 5-on-3, and with him still watching the spillover down towards lower, Spirit are fine with this.
It's feeling like the kind of game where Vitality can absolutely win a round like this. Spirit are strung out, they have limited utility. Again, Zontix is going to need to perform in his position. He's picked a strong one. He's staying active as well, so confirming the rest of Spirit can root their feet in place, hold their positions down, and Vitality get funneled into Donk.
And he's not playing this for a jiggle. Donk's here for the long haul, out in the open. Wide angle, and that's why. Takes 3 players to trade out Donk. Mezzi caught on the ladder.
Where everyone is dependable. They don't overplay their hand in the advantage either. Oh, back for more. Flames out ramp, double setup. They read this one well. Shiro with support. Zontix gets a double, and that is a shutdown on ramp. That's Vitality calling from the front. A confident play. It gets stifled. Now suddenly those 5 rounds aren't feeling too impossible.
Also just been a series of set plays from Vitality that have worked out quite nicely.
I think after seeing Zontix in that setup last round, him just dropping down after contact.
They're willing to give them a bit of respect here. As they go out in the yard, they have Donk to deal with, and that has not been easy on this T side. Donk with a shooting gallery. ZywOo has made it past him on a good timing for this main split. Door open, ZywOo plays. Will convert his, but now left in this all alone. Gets surrounded.
Yeah, Their A hits were nice, weren't they? Shiro's still rotating ramp. They don't believe it, not convinced as Vitality goes down vent. It's a block in the smoke. Tanir knows something's up, he just doesn't know what. Apex makes it in. Ramp aggressive, Shiro shuts it down. And so the path to B, to meet up with these two down vent, is closed. And I don't know if Spirit realize how much has gone down in that smoke. A couple of players have slipped by, but the bomb cannot join them. This is now a very awkward position for Apex to call them out of.
You're myself wondering, you still have this smoke on Mezzi. Do you try and bring the bomb down the vent? It's a pretty awkward decision right now that's Vitality are having to make. Apex feel like he wants to try and come back up, but you see Tanir here, and that should put fear in you. They try and sink back up on the top site, but Spirit are more than ready for it. No issues there. That's their goal for Vitality. It's about surviving Nuke, getting onto Mirage, and trying to get back to their winning ways. The top site exec from Vitality in their pistol. Awkward for Rops on the quick switch. Apex has been quiet here on Nuke. With these dual Berettas, gets nothing done. It's ZywOo arriving Heavenside that proves to be the remedy. And he closes it, seals it with a kiss from ZywOo.
Eagle roams outside. Tight lines for Vitality with 30 seconds. Is he in position to stop this? He's going to get the warning sign. Apex sees a bunch of bodies in the yard. Getting a bomb plant is a tough ask here for Spirit, and so one by one they get shredded. Let Mezzi finish this with the SMG. Stonk extracts maximum value from this round. He still can't get more than one. Sight. And Apex, who might need to rotate as he sees nothing outside. Here comes the execute to announce.
Oh, Mezzi blind. Flames doesn't get a chance to play. Break on the smoke, and Zontix hits them with a gnarly little 180. Shiro back lobby side does get overran, but it shouldn't be a worry for Team Spirit. 4v2, bomb planted.
Hey, I mean, it worked perfectly. They pulled Vitality out of position exactly like they wanted to. Smokes go outside with a vent smoke. Flames goes into the vent to not only block that, but also be on guard to rotate quick lower. And so Spirit get their entries, they get their bomb plant, they get in position to find a sixth. Are we really considering this? No kid on Rops in heavens. ZywOo out of position. Hello.
All right. I mean, we're all impressed with that.
Playing great.
Nice for Spirit, once again fixated on this top site. No one out towards the yard. So are they really just going to run it back? Molly in, displaces Flames, puts him in position for a double. Mezzi gone, that's a hell of a pickup for Magix, but there's a third man here.
Molly.
It's Apex trying to play the fly in the ointment, waiting at the back of the bomb site. The captain has this whole round on his shoulders, gets the first. Spirit come knocking on his door. They're closing in for this. Flash goes out, Apex goes down.
ZywOo in Paris, been here before.
And you hear that orb go off. Is it ZywOo that heralds the end? Drop down in towards lower, trying to get ahead of this, but Shiro has outsmarted him. We'll have a bomb to work with. And now ZywOo on the clock.
Shiro reposition, reclearing, reclaiming territory. ZywOo announcing presence. He's got the kid to work with. This is coming down to the shot. Is ZywOo quick enough right now? Looking for a reaction. Shiro's not biting. ZywOo makes more steps in this site. Smoke is going to cause a reaction here from Shiro. Nate goes onto it. ZywOo looks for the fight. Shiro doesn't bite. He fakes him out and hits the headshot. ZywOo down. And it's Despite Zaiwu's best efforts, they do. A 9-5 lead into a game that is about to get very close. That's something though. Robs, can he get away? Can't get the gun, but can keep the advantage here for Vitality.
You just got to be slippery, right? If you're able to keep this advantage, feel like you can work some magic with the pistols, because gaps are going to start to appear in the default for Team Spirit. It's a gap that Messi and Flames just might come looking for.
Might be USPs, but 2 is better than 1. And it could get overlooked here by Spirit as they walk into this scout.
Even having Rops just down on ramp, confirming that there's no push on the back of it. It's a louder stack for Vitality in at the top site.
Tanir's luck is everything in this round. He's going to need to play.
Zaiwu can't close on him. Missed shot from the Apex scout, and
They've missed it.
Vitality getting a bit of a misread on how this round's panning out. They abandon the A stack. They commit to the lobby lurk. They put all their resources into chasing down Tanir. Apex arriving, Heaven's side, gone right away.
I mean, Spirit just pulled the wool over Vitality's eyes there. I know it's an eco, but that felt like Vitality could have hit good. How much pressure can Donk really do on his own? He's got 44 health, lurking alone in this position. And Spirit again trying to walk right by. They could go down vent, they could meet him here. Donk's clearing it out as we speak. 20 seconds, uncertainty for Team Spirit, but they set their sights down this hole.
Oh, knife was pulled for Magix. That's the bomb as well. Flames
gotta go.
Gets that out of their hand. If Spirit do want to go for this, they've got to get past him right now.
Wow.
Flames lines them up. And if Apex even gets one, that's enough. The captain secures double digits for Vitality. Real merit. And if you take this one, you break Spirit's money. Suddenly, you are in the commanding position. Donk dead as Apex finds him out in the yard. This Hail Mary from Team Spirit getting shut down all across the board. Pick up for Shiro, but there's layers to this defense. And they couldn't be more layered than this. Top to bottom, Zaiwu and Robs. 2 different angles of elevation. This is not an easy fight for Shiro. One that he never even gets a chance in.
What can you do? Zontix has to use his brain. Positional CS is the only way he can win this 1v2.
Don't have the health to long out a fight here. So if you're able to just remove one, strike one of these 2 off the tally, no one's ready for this on the side of Vitality. But they're not leaving themselves open.
Love this rotate.
They haven't had eyes on Zontix in this entire round. And so they leave him to waste time looking for players that don't exist.
What a reposition. It is perfection.
They hear him scaling, they hear him grabbing that bomb, and now they know they've got him right where they want him.
Oh, I like this. Are they gonna go for the triple boost? Gotta get one more up here. Wait, that's nerfed, no? Haven't they patched this thing? Well, no one in heaven anyway.
No worries here. Spirit just taking this as a chance to talk things over. Preparing for the rifle round ahead there. Last chance to try and get this streak going again on Nuke. Double setup. Reinforcements ready to help out Rob's ram side, but Zaiwu did depart. Still, shouldn't be the end of the world here. Second player in store down at this B site, and Magix has no idea. It might just be found by Flames again.
So cheeky. This one's for Paris. Can't walk into garage, you know someone's there, so Donk must cross secret. Ramp pop denied by Rops, who's had a late resurgence in this series. 5v4. and you've lost lobby. It's seeming hopeless here for Team Spirit.
Yeah, you've just had to give up so much for the map control you have. And Vitality have been so keen to explore, to try and find the gap. Rob's already set up down here at the B site. There's the spot. That's also the bomb scene. Info for Vitality. They will get past Robs. Donk holding on for event rotate. Knocks Flames out of the picture. Now they don't know that Mezzi's made it past. The bomb plant is safe, and as he scrambles to try and stop it. This kind of whole event is an attempt at being poetic from Vitality. They had a chance here in this quarterfinal to break the loss streak on Anubis, the frequent punish pick against them. They're trying to restart their surge of form in Paris. They were hoping that ZywOo, to really put pen to paper on that, could be the savior in this round, but that has not panned out. Lobby crunch gets denied.
I like this from Magic, so he hands off the bomb, and he's just going to hang out because there's still an orb dropped at ramp. You don't want to give that over to Vitality on the save. You want to make sure you take every kill here.
And the moment Mezzi throws this nade, well, now they know where this last player is. And so just play to avoid. Play for distance. Donk out in the yard, ready for that swing.
Mark, feel like they've stalled them enough. Spirit setting up for this execute.
Ready to split in towards this top side. 3 strong here for Vitality, but ZywOo gone right away. Mezzi has dropped that bomb out towards the hut, but the rotates are getting cut down. And Mezzi's put in a very tricky position. Bomb to play around.
So Apex going to do something ridiculous.
Mag 7 on the ladder. Apex shut down, doesn't get to fire a bullet. And now Mezzi, they're all coming his way. Line up at the door, Shiro.
Spirit can just cross, and I think if they do, we're looking at overtime here. Vitality won't want to over-rotate with what little they have. There's no kit in this round. The smokes start to fade, and so Spirit plunge in a new wave. These are good fights for Spirit, and Vitality don't have the weaponry for it. The worry is the clock. 40 seconds here. Vitality's MP9s on crossfires could certainly be threatening when Spirit start running.
It's all well and good controlling all these roads, but eventually you've got to take one somewhere, and so it's the scale up towards Heaven. Looking to end their round in with the A play.
Ooh.
Heaven control conceded. They'll try and trade it back, looking for lobby. Mezzi with eyes on. That Deagle doesn't answer the call. ZywOo with one back. Apex trying to help. Donk's got his number. And Spirit overtime is right there. They've just got to reach out and grab it. One man left to turn the tide, and Rops is not in a fighting position. Team Spirit, months since we've seen them play on new glass, largely gotten away with not having a showcase nuke this year. And overtime is just a kill away. Rops gone, Spirit lock it in. Shiro hunting on this AWP. Gonna have to hit a flick. ZywOo, both of them miss. Wow. It's Flames to play next. They know they've got Apex trapped out behind Unbreakable. ZywOo arrives to alleviate the pressure put on his captain. And there's another from ZywOo. Spots this third player. Needs to hit this one, and ZywOo does not forgive. Might have lost track of Zontix in this round. Snuck down the vent after the entry out in the top site. But with bomb dropped over at main, and this defense split up, time is the enemy of Zontix here.
This time he can grab a 1-for-1, right? They're split up. ZywOo is in a deadly position, and Zontix just needs to get his gun out. 18 seconds to backstab ZywOo, but not to be.
Classic back on those rosters. Bring it out. Ramp side, it's very, very viable. Catch for Donk out in the yard. It's Apex on the receiving end of it. He's been locked in a cage with Donk in a lot of this game. And needless to say, Donk's been the guy coming out on top.
That's the org angle right there. ZywOo kicking up a fuss, but Rops once more. He's not going to retreat off of ramp, not for free. You've got to force him off this position. That grenade is lovely. 4v4, and Rops re-establishes this control. Pushes the boat out. Donk left to lower with no targets to find. The bomb's going to have to come join him. And again, Spirit are looking at a round that's going to come down to the clock. A very, very late play. Flamesy still has this outside cross as well.
And these plays to the clock, man, that they've given and taken from Team Spirit, and you don't really know which, right? It leaves everything on a very, very thin margin. You've got to catch good timings. You've got to get your openers. If you don't, this round gets away from you.
So what's this? Is Donk faking? Because he's not in a position to come up the vent right now.
He's out of the
picture. Make it down B.
Dunk does not get to play in this round. Vitality are not budging. Backstab for Magics, gets them unawares. Messi, eyes on, no worries, no problem.
Grenade.
Donk can't quite finish the job, and now is racing against the clock to try and get this, but there simply isn't time. Messi plays with it. The play that got all the intrigue going in the first place. Vitality playing a disrupt, flash into the lobby. Flames sent forward. Sacrificed on the altar of Donk.
Gotta go.
Tanir now. That next aggro piece coming in. ZywOo back at the site, but he gets sandwiched. They'll put Donk down. Rob's dead. And Apex sits alone, bottom of the board. The only player single digits in the server. 1v3. Not a round made for him to win. 3 players looking his way.
Didn't like it. Vitality are pulling him all over the map. So now he just locks down the line here on ramp. Zontic's on the secret cross. And Donk just looking for fights. And if Vitality give him what he wants, it could be their biggest regret.
Lovely shot for Shiro.
Oh, Donk peeks in.
And so finally Apex gets one back. What if suddenly he goes on a tear, right? Donk's been kind of stifling his confidence in a lot of these yard fights while you finally deal with him. Now you get a follow-up. Apex hungry for even more. Shiro proves to be one step too far.
There's more outside and they know it. They saw ZywOo with the bomb earlier.
Tension sets in for Vitality because they're a little strung out here, but there's ground to be gained. 20 seconds left to make their play. Rops goes down the vent. Flames and ZywOo looking to join him. And nobody home for Team Spirit.
They are out of position, man. They're trying to re-clear lobby. Vitality are running amok. 10 seconds, they've pulled the wall, and now they're going to put the bomb down. Unless there's a smoke shot out of nowhere. Shiro picks Rops instead, aggressive. ZywOo will get that plant in, and now ZywOo and Flamesy in this 2v3 with the bomb at their feet.
It's still very slow to arrive for Team Spirit. ZywOo had a bit of time to get comfortable here, pick his position, pick his angle. Orb in a post plant. ZywOo on home soil, gone right away. This is a Shiro round, 4 kills deep. Might just need the ace from Shiro. Gotta finish what he started, but the time's too low. And so Shiro needed all of them.
But it's still not enough.
Single kill. Speaks to his kind of brilliant individual tuition, doesn't it, Donk? Feeling like that's all a ruse.
I mean, Spirit know what's up right now. They've got the info. They've just re-cleared lobby. Wait. Oh, that was the chance. Donk still on this site versus ZywOo.
Look who else has joined him. Shiro, hero that last round. Ace in a lost gun round. Doesn't want to repeat that sinking feeling. Gets one back over ZywOo.
And you're stalled out here. There's nowhere to go for Vitality. You have no other map control. Robs is looking outside. He needs this kill, or this round is over. Back on, back off. Shiro shuts down one more. Bomb can pull back.
Shiro's just felt like an altogether different player across these last few rounds. Very aggressive, very in your face. Robs and Mezzi, the 2 closers for Vitality.
Look up.
But with Tanir in a strong position, this was never going to be...
Again, move yard side. Oh, he missed it entirely. It's that misinfo.
They just delivered Donk a nade. Smokes end up fading, and Donk gets brought down low in that skirmish. Not the guy you want shy of making plays in this final round of OT, but that's what happens. Oh, no, that nade! Oh, dear! Magic's code word gets said, the double agent comes online, he's just naded Donk out of the round!
Is that how it ends?
What do you do when Magic's is a Vitality fan? Robs goes even further! And Team Spirit have well and truly hit the iceberg! The ship is sinking! Vitality! It's not on their own merit here! It's with a bit of help from an old friend, an old foe! You cannot believe that is how this map ends. Flawless for Vitality.
Well, safe to say this one's impossible to call come the finisher of this quarterfinal. Vitality with a lot to play for here in Paris, and Spirit, who are looking to make up for a bit of a fumble after a great comeback on Nuke.
Yeah, you know, one thing is for certain, this series, this entire quarterfinal has been neck and neck, right? Either team could have taken both maps. And so you're expecting Mirage to feel like much the same. It has been a nail-biter of a quarterfinal, and this one looking to get started with a bit of a B-pop out of Vitality. Convincing shutdown from Team Spirit. And with only Mezzy left, out those guns in the next.
It's funny because when we look at, you know, the last year or the last 18 months of Vitality, we always wondered, like, you know, when will it end? Will it end? You know, we don't know when we're in the good times till they're already over. And maybe there's been questions this year about Vitality. We still don't know the answers, but to me, Donk's form is exactly that. Will this go on forever? Will he ever get stopped? And Donk here to silence this arena. Let's see if Zai will have that straight out mid for the Wu running amok, and I think Donk's got a bit of info on that cross, on that jump spot. The molly goes deep. Donk blind, swings for the kill. It takes Flames to trade him out, but he barely gets out of middle. 8-1 for Donk to kick off this third map.
Vitality were hoping to react pretty quickly here. They've got good ground on Mezzy on this ramp push. Rob's gonna get his. One more player bound for CT. He'll even stop that spillover as well. No doubt that you've seen this uptick from Robs from the very slow start to this quarterfinal. I think we're quite at peak Robs yet, but maybe he's saved it all up for map 3. Woo, Apex, all right. I'll get the blood pumping, little 180 turnaround on a Magic.
Sontix has struggled in his clutches, but this feels doable. We got low players all across the board.
And it's Robs the guy trapped in at this bomb site. Can't afford to overplay his hand. One guy with HP. You almost want one of the low players facing first. Robs tries to swing out for a trade. Now it's getting real dicey. Zontix onto something great here. So it falls to Apex. Time is of the essence, and Zontix never gets to hop on it. Certainly gave it a damn good try. Blocked out by this Vitality util. 3 players coming through Palace. The big vulnerability is CT, but Team Spirit don't have anyone there. And so Vitality get multiple players across and into the bomb site. They do so entirely uncontested. Donk dead first at the hands of Zaiwu. Bomb now planted. CT control taken. You really want to try and get this back. Zontix and Magix will live up to their side of the bargain. And so now, you don't have anywhere left to play around this bomb. Apex even cleaned up on his lurk. It falls to Mezzy. MP7, not the gun for the job.
Highly played for Vitality, but I think if you look at what they've shown us on Dust this tournament and on their T sides, it's been pretty woeful. Tanir saw those nades. He knows what's coming.
He's heard the circus down here in bottom mid. He's seen the juggling. there is just a shutdown you do after that bomb is planted.
Oh, Donk in the open.
Tania taking first contact. For Donk, just an extra second to get out behind triple. And you feel like that second you bought is what might just tee you up to rip this one away. Donk on a tear. Another multi-kill round as Donk gets more and more aggressive.
13-2 now. I don't know if there's any stopping him. He comes chasing for that final player. And robs his tail between his legs as Team Spirit surge ahead, 5-1 lead. Incredible beginning to this game. I do love what Tania and Donk are doing side by side. Am I hearing that right?
I think you are. It's the usual Apex chant chorus.
They're trying to start him up, are they? I mean, he does his best work when the crowd's against him. Paris trying every trick in the book. They've worked this 4v5. Shiro with support.
All right, they get past Tania. First time you've seen him actually in a position dedicated to the site. They might just go against you. Because now with Shiro gone, CT becomes a bit of a problem. Donk trying to reel it in. Oh, that's a tap for Magix out of the short side.
What were you saying, Paris? Because Donk agrees. Bomb down, dead to Donk.
Instantly, you sat up and took note because the idea is you always told yourself a team, a talented team that all play off of each other on the same wavelength, that's meant to be enough. But Donk defies all of that by being just one player who can solo carry. One guy who is that one-man army. And so even now in a 3-on-5, sure, all these openers in for Vitality, but Donk's still alive. The round is alive with it.
Okay, what's the read though? So at the end of the day, position does matter. Donk almost considered rotating B, he comes back. Magix holding the line, bomb on the ramp. Donk and Zontix getting grouped on this A position. So even in a 5v3, Vitality cannot get ahead of himself because this bomb is on its own. It's on the back of Apex. Molly can come down. Zontix pre-fires it. That's bomb spotted at 50. Time to rotate, but unlikely. As Donk comes back, his teammate falls to Rops and Palace. And Rops lives to tell the tale. Surely all of this is enough. Bomb's out of there. Without a doubt, the right call. Team Spirit blocked by that con smoke should leave Vitality with a clean round. And that's one way to beat Donk. Never face him.
Bomb has been planted.
A lot of angles to clear here before they make this site hit happen. This boost from Zontix can find players coming up connector, so Mezzi's got to be awfully careful. Oh, double, triple ding for Magix. Zontix even gets out of dodge, and into Donk, they may go.
Yeah, feeling like your hands are tied here. You've got to commit. Another catch for Zontix up on that boost. Flying around the smoke, Flames has bypassed Donk. But for how long? Donk goes over, doesn't quite stop that bomb plant.
Expanding from spawn.
Flames and Rops throwing into a 2v4. But you look at where Rops sits on the leaderboard. Came into this one with a bit of a point to prove. This would be the time to do it. Vitality need this round. put in an awkward position on the back of that Molotov, leaves him out in no man's land. Handed off to Flames. Shiro puts him down.
Back behind the A site, Winterneer by his side yet again. This is the 1-2 punch that has delivered Spirit their 7 rounds, and now they have an orb to back them up.
The smoke here at least forces you in a bit of an uncomfortable setup. That's why you're glad that Shiro's been able to take this line. Tania dead first. Messi with openers and a miss from that Shiro orb.
That's more like it.
Clean sweep of entries and a clean round for Vitality. Sure, Zontic's close by, but he knows there's no winning this. Out of position, 2v5. And a bomb site that you lost so quickly. Vitality could be anywhere. And they're everywhere.
Ooh.
Zontix does have a kit. Still hasn't moved a muscle.
Neither is Robs.
You know, at this point, nothing comes for free, so just hanging around, making sure no weirdness at the end of this round.
Yeah.
It's Vitality with a third.
A lot harder to do that in an arena, that's for sure. We have that in this one.
Re-clear ramp. Near and Zontix, double setup. Orb nearby to try and provide some cover. Near playing anti. Zontix turns away from that flashbang. Tania will get found on that charge from Flames. Cover in from Donk, connector side, and Zontix has just spammed Robs completely out of play. This one falls apart, comes undone for Vitality as they waltz into the stack. And so that chance to break the Spirit bank accounts, that chance to recover on your T side out the window. This is
the half of this quarterfinal yet.
See on Zaiwu's face in the camera, just looks a little bit crushed. He's 3-9.
Yeah, 2 of those are opening kills. He got them early in the game. It's been a minute.
2 Frenchmen want nothing more than to perform in front of their home crowd, and they just can't. Tania aggressive up in the top mid, full send, full push, right into Flames with a double. But there's 2 heads to this Hydra, and the second one is Donks. Keeps the advantage belonging to Team Spirit.
Info play, he saw him.
And he's got the bomb firmly under wraps.
What are we doing?
Donk picks up right where Tania left off.
I mean, they're just completely caught off guard there. That's Apex running around the corner without even considering the Donk, who was just in middle, would have found that bomb. Zaiwu got run at by Tania top mid. Vitality getting made to look silly in these rounds, getting cut down one by one. And Shiro, confidence peak, at least gets the info, if not the kill. They've got him boxed. Back in middle.
And Messi knows there's no easy road to this one. There will be players close by. You've got to get past Donk, and that has been impossible.
Oh, Robs doesn't know. Caught off completely as Zontix crosses in. A 5v4 fed to Team Spirit like they needed the help. It's right there for the taking. And as a gap opens, Tania takes it. Won't be able to get through window. Vent not broken, but it still puts him in position to punish in jungle. Donk by his side again. This Tania Donk show has been marvelous in this final map. Vitality is just 2 men against the world. The 2 Frenchmen up against Spirit.
Zaiwu, here's the footsteps. That's a hell of a way to get the ball rolling. Donk dead first. But Zaiwu's heroics can't come in the form of just 1 kills and then giving it up. Needs even more. Out of Zaiwu, they chase him down. Messi arrives to help out. Low on HP. Now leaving it to Flames to take this next contact. 30 seconds left in this for Team Spirit. And the heavy hitters are out of play, out of the round. They get past Flames. Messi's had a massive amount of impact in clutches in this quarterfinal. But this is looking like 1 bridge too far, a shot away from certain death. And if Messi falls, with him, the hopes for Vitality in this quarterfinal. The lead feels too great for Spirit at that point. They swing him together.
Out of this playoff. And he is playing out of this world. It looks hopeless. Desperate. ZywOo on that fade falls off and only hits a tag. Feel like you needed the killing blow on Donk here, who's still on 28 health, up catwalk into 2.
Rob slow from that earlier skirmish with the Deagle. Any bit of util could spell the end of his round. ZywOo's scout will not be able to help you here. It is just these 2 players and them alone. Rops, that nade,
wow,
finishes the job. And so a save called
Bomb has been planted.
as Vitality are coming to terms with it. This is not their quarter. And this is not where they look to have that resurgence in form after falling shy at the major.
Oh, brutal. Flash on ramp. Flames hunted down. They want everything. And they leave with nothing. A 5-7 in Kevlar as Team Spirit look for a 4 alive round. And Apex booed again on home soil. These guys just can't catch a break.
Games like this, a ludicrously one-sided third map from a team that you would always give the respect to, that you would always bank on, never give up on. But here, that's starting to feel like the only option, because Team Spirit have been in full control over Mirage, and they are showing no signs of stopping.
And Team Spirit's captain, the Magician. ZywOo, one final ditch attempt.
This is the only proper rifle round the Vitality will get the chance to play. This is where, if they are going to put up the wall, it's got to be immediate, it's got to be impenetrable. You cannot make a single mistake. And that's the frustrating thing about a guy like Donk. Sometimes you don't even make mistakes. He's just faster. He's just better. Prying eyes with this AWP. Donk hits the tag, and that nade will spell disaster. Robs just gets away from it. But nothing feels sacred, nothing feels safe. Boost up here. Saw Team Spirit use this to great effect in that first half. Mezzy at least gets one from it. ZywOo with just a tag. Nades out. This is a 3-on-5.
Just running at them.
Mezzy gets even more damage downrange. I mean, there's a bunch of wounded players here, and you've knocked out the big hitter in Donk. But you can't get ahead of yourselves. This is your tournament life on the line. You're staring down the barrel.
No one's watching.
Of a massive deficit of rounds.
Look at Tanir go. No one's home.
And Tanir's got all this room. One man short side will get the spot off. Mezzy knows the players made it out into his bomb site. Magic's dead out there in middle. There might still be a chance at more rounds for Vitality. Mezzy gone, overwhelmed. Apex up next, 3 kills deep in this game, and he's dead!